Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is StepsBasic, and welcome back to Let's Play Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea. So last we left off, we jumped our way through a rift, and now we're on the First Lady again in Concordia, and that was cool. It's been a little while since I played it, actually, a couple of days, funny enough. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where we're going from here. Well, that's not helpful. Do I have to go up there? Yeah! There we go. I can't use my spells in here. Or my plasmids in here. Ah, nice. Office of Jeremiah Fink.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see
Conspiracy.
No.
It's up to you what matters more.
I'ma kill you.
part in the play.
Or the
Literally.
play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Murder?
Blood.
That's
Your
weird.
part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
But to
And
stab
she'll
you.
be forced to make one.
Oh. It's me. I'm the one that's gonna stab you in the back. With some scissors. Hiya, Fink. Hiya, Fink's kid. Alright, cool. That's interesting. So they're like, hey, you got a part to play, you better play it. And she's like, alright, I'll do it. Whoop. Okay, we're going underwards now. Underboards, whatever. Underfoot, there we go. Don't look down, okay? Well, you can't see anyway, it's fine. Whoop. I certainly don't like that, and I find it surprising that Elizabeth had nothing to say about that. Okay, we got Dinky there, then Dinky there, and then Dinky there. This is lead time. Thank you. Okay, we're good. I have a little bit of a headache today, so I'm gonna keep trying to, stay engaged. But my head is gonna start hurting, and I don't like it when my head starts hurting. I have to look around though. You can't just put things like this and not expect me to look around. Sleep time. Sleep time. I almost didn't see you.
Kill her!
Don't kill her. That was rude. Sleep time. Donk. Made me nervous there, lady. Alright, cool. I think that's everybody, right? No, I don't have a map. I don't know why I thought I had a map. Okay. And sleepy time. Donk. Thank you.
Who's out there?
Uh-oh. Nobody. Alrighty, I'll take that. Ah, god dang it. Where'd the dead body go? There he is. Oh.
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up?
All of them?
Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street?
Good question.
How do you deny him his vengeance?
I don't know.
I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well.
Lots
When
of
the time
questions.
comes, will I be able to stay to hand?
Probably not. Especially since we know how this turns out. Open. Okay, we're good. Prayers. Oh, wow. Private quarters of Jeremiah Fink. I gotta keep exploring, though. I forget people respawn. I need to be careful and not just run blindly into places. Hi, buddy. Loot you. Bye. Oh. Hello, friend. Boink. Is there like supposed to be a door right there? I feel like there was a door right there. Alright. Nobody? I see something on the floor over there. Do 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 do. Why has Mr. Fink got a big clock in his room? Sleep. Prayer.
Think.
Oh. Interesting. Weird.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong.
I believe it too.
And it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia. Return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world.
Oh.
Returning would mean giving up part of us.
Uh-oh.
Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The
Bummer.
mysteries of the universe would become once again
Mysteries.
mysteries.
Or you should have just given up.
What's that thing you just picked
A
up?
clock key.
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
Alright. So that was his sleep room. Oh, look at that.
Giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
Uh-huh.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
Nah, I got the key.
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
But the question is...
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yeah, I know, right?
Now, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Alright, so I think work would probably be the one that we'd be going to. So let's go ahead and adjust to, yeah, there we go. Prayer! Nope, sorry. Let's go leisure first. Then we'll go to prayer. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. 10 times the atom required to make the shock jockey. Oh, why injectables? Drinking plasmids require 10 times the atom. Oh, neat.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs.
Yes.
Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow.
Or children.
The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
Meh. I don't think he put them there. I think he just found them there. Seas from graveyard shift bar. What's this one?
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter.
Makes sense.
For the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we're all alone in our toil.
Mm-hmm.
Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket?
Mm-hmm.
If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Oh, snap. Interesting. I like it. Alright, cool. Alright, bye. Also, I'm not going to ruin my perfect record of not drinking anything by drinking something, so yeah. And a twist. I'll be right. No,
Good.
no, not yet.
How to get that idiot his lock of
No,
hair.
not yet. I want to get to the other room. I haven't been to... Okay, good. Whew. There we go. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get to this last room here. Prayer time. Let's see what we're praying about. Whoops. Well, so much for what I just said. Dude, why you drink so much? Oh. He drinks a lot. This ain't good. The word of the prophet. Able prophet, untold prophet. Oh. Zachary, you old poopster. Sure to impress the rubes. You give the sales pitch, I'll provide the snake oil. Oh, well, this ain't very religious. This is all sacrilegious. Alright, elevator to laboratories. Alright. And the push button. Boop. We know where we're going. We're going the right places now. We got this. It's very dark and ominous down here.
Listen, I got you your gun.
Uh-oh.
Here for my ashes.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children.
That's perfect timing to just miss it like that.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend.
Oh, my emotions.
Booker,
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
could you humor me then? Please.
Don't you remember you drowned him in the lake?
Booker would miss you.
Well, I guess technically he drowned himself. Alright, cool. Oh. Yeah.
Hunt you down!
No, you don't. No, you don't. How did that one...
Who done this? Someone about?
No, you don't. Well, that was unfortunate. They found me, like, almost immediately. Well, that's not good. But you know what is good? He's my friend now. He's my friend forever. Oh, my gas bow is empty. Sleep time. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting to encounter this place. Crunchy, crunchy. Okay. So just a health kit in here. Unless there's an audio recording. Ugh. Oh, that's soda pop. I can drink soda pop. Weird. Okay, nothing this way except some money. Okay, nothing this way. Ooh, how do I get up there? Ah. Whee! Me eat big rations. Port Authority. Well, that was exciting. I'm sure you do. And sleep time. Alright. Are you armored? Ah, you're armored. Okay. You're armored as well. God darn it. I'll be right back.
Who's there?
Best way to get their attention.
You gonna answer for this, girl?
Bait them.
No point leaving without the hair sample.
I know.
Suchong will just keep the tear shut until I have it.
Oh god, the cloth.
How needs competition when you have quality?
Who's out there? You can't hide forever.
I sure can.
Here I come.
I believe it too. You keep doing that.
Chasing my own shit.
He thinks he's chasing his own shadow. He was chasing me the whole time. Oh, medkits are full.
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
Oh, well.
Let you out of my sight.
Thank you. Protect me if you will. Thank you.
Back here. You gonna answer for this, girl?
I don't think I will. Ow.
Never stop fighting. I got your back.
Thank you. They'll handle all my business for me. Thanks, sleepyhead.
I'll kill you myself.
He's coming up this way. You're friends now. There we go. Man, he just fell apart when he fell asleep. That's cool.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Yeah. I mean, you are technically a Booker. Oh, wait, never mind. You're a DeWitt. I'm dumb. Oh, the sea slugs. The ones with the atom in them. Alright, cool. Ah, my nose. Yeah. So we're gonna have to find a way in there. What the heck? There's somebody hiding back there. Like I wouldn't have heard you, weirdo. And sleep time. Donk. Thanks. I don't know where you came from, but you're going to sleep. Donk. Thanks. I forgot what he said that thing was called. We found Old Ironside mod. Adds ability to recover some Eve. That's cool. Nice. Dude. There's no hair in here. Okay, so we're not supposed to be here. Alright, gotcha. Aw, off limits. Alright. So I gotta find that vent. How to get in there. I'm thinking, yeah, I have to be up on the other, on that floor. I don't think I ever actually checked this place, did I? I got the auto-saving function. I'm like, I'm not going that way yet. Is that Fink's wife? Or just a scientist? Hello, friend. Hi. It's all good, dude. I'm not gonna hurt you. You seen a hair sample around here somewhere? Aha! Nice. It was going a little crazy at the beginning there. Alright, dude, you're free. Bye! Pleasure working with you, I guess. I don't know. I was expecting something useful in here, but no, I guess not. Just that dude. Weird. She was just still over there, dude. Dude, you can run. You're free now. Alright, fine then. Just stick here. I don't care. Okie dokie. Alright, this place was labeled handyman wiring, and I don't like the sound of that. How do I get in there? I need to get in there. It's very important that I get in there. It's got a mod in there. Okay. Ah, poop. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3 people in here, 2 in armor.
You gonna answer for this, girl? They want you? They gonna have to go through me first.
Thanks. Uh-oh.
Who's there?
Here I come!
Go get him, Irish lady. I believe in you.
Long live Daisy!
You're fighting each other, dude.
Who did this?
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I don't like the way they got you set up in here. Looks uncomfortable. Fart. 1 sec.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. Come on, friend.
Who done this? Someone about?
Nope.
I can.
You can what now?
I tell you, William, it's getting so the foxes are afraid of the hens. If Fink was going to hire a bunch of goons to keep an eye on the handyman, he should have found some with less yellow in the belly. Now they're hiding away from Tin Man invalids in their precious little guard room. If you need to get in there on your shift, the code is 2847.
2847. Thank you, buddy. Haha. Hi, buddy. Don't worry, I'm not here to hurt you. Add ability to recover health. Nice, nice, nice. Cool, cool, cool. I now have all the upgrades for the iron sights. Cool. I need to trick somebody into shooting at me, though.
Someone kill her!
Don't do it! No! Don't do it! Don't do it! You can hurt somebody. Don't do it. You're gonna hurt somebody. No! Stop! Okay, you can stop now.
I'll find that piggy!
Hey! Rude. I forgot what I'm doing down here. What am I doing down here? Oh yeah, I'm looking for a lock of hair. Uh-oh. Where is he? There was somebody right there, though. He just disappeared. That's weird. Oh, neat. They're little hearts. Oh. Hi, dead guy. Sorry about that.
Probably a few still hiding around. Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. One sec. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Uh-oh. Yeah, that worked. I wish I didn't have to make that work, but that worked. Was I not supposed to be down here at all? Apparently I wasn't. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Dead, somebody hands!
Oh, it still worked. Nice. I didn't think that was going to work. But it worked. Oh, wait, I can't go through this door. It's closed. Oh, for Christ's sake, I could have gone through that door the whole time. Ugh. Yep. Nice. Smooth as butter. Oh, but how did I get in there? Rude. Alright, thanks guys. I feel like I basically accomplished nothing so far in this episode. Aha! A lot of wandering around and getting lost, but it's not really helpful, is it? Hey, Big Daddy stuff. Interesting.
Huh. Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Yeah, they were.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Weird. That's why he wants the hair sample? Big Daddy.
It all makes a kind of sense.
Mm-hmm.
The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
That's me.
Constants and variables.
Constants and variables. I gotta find a way to lift quarantine. Alright, test subject inventory. Ah. Man, ain't nobody been back here for a while. I'll take that. Thank you. And that. Whew. He needs to get the maid down here to clean up the place. Imprinting studies. It's a minky. Why has it got a minky in here? Hermetic chamber 1.
What is all this?
Imprinting.
Trying to
That's
make...
a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
He wants to make little sisters.
You wanted him to imprint on me.
Yeah.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
He did it with music, though. That was weird. Man, this dude's nuts. He's crazy, I tell you. A lot of research. Aww. Is that a puppy or a pony? Nice. That's a puppy. This is the, not Schrodinger, never mind, it's not even what I thought it was. The bell. What's that bell? Whose bell was that? I can't remember. God dang it. That's gotta bug me, man. I can't remember what that bell was. Imprinting.
What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls.
Gross.
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector.
Mm-hmm. Makes them too attached, and they'd be more willing to, you know, sacrifice Fink for the little girl. Oh, God. What is this? Oh, it's gross.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die.
Oh, this is gross. You're a failure, Fink. Ugh. Oh, you're a failure. Imprinting failed?
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young, I always remember him just being there.
Oh my God, it's still alive. Less along the lines of imprinting, more along the lines of
It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter?
Not anymore. Ooh, gross. Hey, buddy. Can I shut all this down? Somebody dropped a coin at the door. Man, I don't like this place. Hypnotherapy, yeah. That's the word I was thinking.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect.
Yeah, gross. I don't like this room. It's dark. Strobing light warning. This is a strobing light warning. Songbird imprinting on subject.
Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. remember. He had crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking, I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The lion with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
Yep.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
Yep. Hate when that happens. Subject's personal effects. Is this my hair?
Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA.
Yep.
Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
Yeah, they do. Alright, well, we can kind of tell how this is going to go. Boop. Boop. There we go. Chonk.
It's open. See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Donk. Donk. That's a lot of people, too.
Who's there?
Fart.
Don't think you can hide from me.
I won't. Somebody coming up right behind me, isn't he?
Here I come.
What is that?
Who's out there?
Okay. Who you think was an animal lover?
Wrong.
What's going on?
Sleep time.
I ain't no problem with it. Someone else can find
Bye, everybody. It's great seeing you. Nailed it. Oh, they broke it.
You can't hide forever.
Yeah, I can. Just you watch. I have plenty of these knockout darts. Hi. Nice. Don't worry about me, guys. Just coming to loot ya. Whew. They broke my gun. So rude. Hope there's something useful in here other than that.
It has occurred to me that this breakthrough regarding the songbird casts my arrangement with the Oriental Doctor in a new light. What more could be gained by this continued partnership? What secrets that I could not answer for myself? Suchong can only offer table scraps, and Jeremiah Fink has richer meat in mind.
What you got there? Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there.
Okay.
Over here! Seagull egg!
Since when did you become Lord and Master?
Okay.
Used to do for the man. Now at least I do.
Sleep time. Okay, there's gotta be extra stealthy while we're coming through here. Lots of sleep times going on. God, you startled me. Okay, we're making do. We're almost out. And push button. Ah, we're gonna have to see Elizabeth all shaken up and stuff. No, we didn't come this way, never mind. There's gonna be a problem getting back on the airship though, because that's where the terror was.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution.
Yeah, she'd do that.
What about me?
I don't know, what
For
about
all
you?
the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started.
It's amazing how it works, isn't it? Alright.
All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
Uh-huh.
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
Because that's what we do.
We find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide.
Mm-hmm.
Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies.
Gross.
I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it.
That's going to be up to the next
Just a
couple of
little.
Big Daddies. Oh, God. That was a risky one, but I did it. Oh, that's right. It was an elevator. We took an elevator to get up to this floor. I remember now. All right, dead guys, you hang out. I'll see y'all on the flippy flop. I'm out of here. I'm going this way. That's a handed man. Oh, I guess we've been through this place now. Me and I have been through here. That's where that guy died. So many of the folks out here. That's a fireman. Hey, Daisy.
Change. That's what the people need.
Hey, Fink.
But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire. The things they done to me, I can't forget them. I was Columbia's victim, and victimhood begets shame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what element of human experience is more corrosive than shame?
I don't know.
I'm rotted from the inside out.
Oh.
What do I have to offer this revolution except my own dark motivations? When all is said and done, what's more important to me? The people I want to save? Or those I want to murder in their beds?
That is the question, isn't it? When it comes to vengeance, you just end up making everything a mess. Alright. So, it's good they left the terror behind for me so I can still get out of
Pretty
here.
lady has the hair.
Yeah, I got it.
Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
I don't wanna. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, mein hair. That's hilarious. Boosh.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
It might be. Here. It's so dark now.
Suchong. Suchong, we had a deal now. Open.
What the heck? What is going on? Hey, Ryan.
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited?
A trespasser.
A thief.
Oh, that's not true.
and I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Yi Shuchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special.
I know how you're gonna die.
There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice.
Oh, nice. I like choices.
Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
I don't like the sound of that. Defend against Ryan's henchmen. Oh,
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face?
What?
Uncertainty.
Oh, yeah?
Who is this girl to you?
She's a nice lady, and I like her very
30
much.
seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak.
That's a fun word,
The men
detritus.
who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture.
Oh, yeah?
20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does.
Does he?
I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you.
Said half a dozen, so that's like 6 people. Man, this will be easy.
You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite.
Oh.
You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Ah, shut up, Ryan. Nobody likes you. That was a teleporter. I saw him teleport.
Who's there? Don't walk away, You got my full attention. Been expecting you.
He's been expecting me. You hear that?
I see her.
You don't see nothing.
We done here.
Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his...
Whew.
Don't think you can hide.
I don't. But I don't need to either.
What was that?
Don't let me hunt you down like an animal.
Let's make this easy on both of us.
Okay.
Not in the...
Here's the girl.
This isn't half a dozen. This is definitely more than half a dozen.
Something's better across in the two of us.
Still here, aren't you?
Yep, I'm still here. Ow, stop it. Okay, okay.
Let's make this easy on both of us.
Well, that's gone. Ah, god darn it. Got it. Whew. Okay, it was a little bit more intense than I was expecting it to be.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Yeah, you tell him a little bit.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there.
You're not wrong, dude.
What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on a lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
Yeah.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us.
I did notice that, yeah.
Gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat. Now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use.
Ah.
I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator.
Awesome.
Now hurry.
I will. Oh, they're all fighting out there. Alright, well, that's going to be it for me for today. I figured out everything. I know what I'm doing now. Woo. I got the thing. I got the particle. I got the hair. My hair. Well, not my hair, obviously. But anyway. So, we'll be moving on probably to the last bit of this Burial at Sea thing next time. But apart from all that, that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you all so much for joining me for this episode of Bioshock Burial at Sea. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course, as always, you're more than welcome to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. When I can, if I can, you know all that jazz, and tune in next time, when hopefully I'm feeling a bit better. But anyway, until then, good night.